You don't strike me as someone... Hello, Arcade. Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
Love me as though there
It really must be bad out there if he's sending you to us.
Oh, my darling, love
I'll be there. Oh, and
don't ever let
I help tend the crops, stand watch for fiends, and generally help keep things civilized. A couple of years now. I was a trader for a while, but got tired of all the walking. West Side was a good place to settle down as...
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting... Krieger was polite and kind, but never won. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the... Oh, I know. I was only a boy when they went through hell together. I'm glad you're helping me reunite them. Even if I'm still just a spectator in all of this. I know they can still do some good.
This program was brought to you by Gamora. Gamora. It'll be our secret. Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have, but you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
be sure it's true when you say
You ever see
I love.
fine weather for flying?
It's a sin to tell.
I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of... The bits and pieces we take out are...
Millions of hearts.
Vertibird pilot. 71...
Just
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hand... There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead.
yes, I do.
But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in.
If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you.
What's up?
It's a sin to tell a lie. Be sure it's true when you say I love you.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her.
Just over a whole
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. If you spent the first half of your life...
I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you.
Hey there. Need anything?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Food shortages and mass starvation are plaguing Freeside and the Strip in the wake of a sharp reduction in the area's beef supply. In addition, Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This according to an old man armed to the teeth with dynamite. That news was brought to you by the Casino. You'll dig us, baby. We're the tops. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Look, Trooper, I was living in this house long before your farms got set up. Been a while, Arcade. Is that right? $1 million. I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers. All right, then. I'll show up at this gathering of yours. It might be good to see the others. Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get... Heavy weapons, Trooper. By the time I got through with things, not much was left standing. Back then, it was war.
What's up? Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. To him, it was all one unbroken He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." I suppose you're right. When you're part of something for that long, Moreno may be a stubborn son of a bitch.
Well, it's about damn time. I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now. There's a twitch in my trigger finger. I've lost my eagle eyes, and the other day I could have sworn I heard Sergeant Dornan chewing me up. I'm old and I'm starting to feel it. And we all gotta go sometime. He was a drill instructor I knew. Once he caught this private out of uniform, and old Dornan went off on the most ear-blistering rant known to man. Thought I recognized the fellow with you?
Quite aware that here and there are traces of...
Well, now there's an interesting idea. Oh, and in case our...
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong, day to day, it's amazing he was... I grew up without him. It's not like I'm the only kid in the wasteland who's grown up without a dad. If that's the only thing about me that's like him,
I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry of will it ever fly? This odd diversity of misery and joy. I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. More news for you. Insiders are saying a key Legion prisoner has escaped Camp McCarran. The prisoner is armed and dangerous, and may be dressed as an NCR trooper. Also in the headlines, a big congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Golf. Go get 'em, guys. That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino. You'll dig us, baby. We're the Tops. Here's Bing Crosby reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love. Something's gotta give. Up next.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet just as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible
Is there something I can do for you?
such as yours
Same as you, I'd imagine. I do get to take shots at mole rats once in a while.
such as mine,
It's NCR-owned farmland. They work the farms, and in return, they get a safe place to stay. I shouldn't have brought it up.
somehow someone's
All right.
gonna get
Some of the farmers, especially Trent Boscom,
so I'm
personally, I think they're just incompetent.
who knows what the fates have in store from their vast mysterious sky.
If I don't...
I'll
You showed up
try
just in time to say goodbye. Me and a couple of the water ration's still a problem, and the NCR doesn't look like it's going to do anything.
but how long can
I hear the
anyone
Brahmin ranchers out in Redding are looking for some hard workers, so I might.
fight
I wouldn't be able to meet the quota.
with all
We'll get more water soon. I won't make my quota this season.
chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. This just in. Legion Raiders have sacked Camp Forlorn Hope, eliminating all remaining NCR forces there and giving the Legion a strong foothold along the river. One more story for you. Food shortages and mass starvation are plaguing Freeside and the Strip in the wake of a sharp reduction in the area's beef supply. This program was brought to you by Gomorrah. Gomorrah. It'll be our secret. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Poor guy. I'll get...
Check your fire.
Heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me, that's each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number.
Poor guy. He's all... I'm sure he'll...
The day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew I could hurt this way. And heartache number two was when you came back again. You came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I
By order of Kaiser. I'll wait.
Heartache number 3 was when you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With hopeful heart, I waited for you, knocked on the door. I waited, but you must have lost your way. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
Word is, those tough guy rangers are here. I ain't seen them myself.
Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared.
Things have been a lot better since you...
The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip.
What about...
Big iron on his
He's been acting peculiar for some time now. No.
early in the morning when he rode into the
I don't know. Your best bet will be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the old Mormon fort.
slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw loose and running, came a whisper from his lip, and he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lives an outlaw by the name of Texas Red.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Nick and Ralph's.
Tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was busy Santa Killing, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the
I sincerely hope the NCR are getting supplies in place to defend against an...
was in
Rex?
Arizona, Ranger wouldn't be too long in town.
No.
He came here to take an outlaw.
I didn't say that. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry. Last I heard, he...
Texas Red. After Texas Red.
Hey.
Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried for forward day. 20 men had tried to take him.
Come to Nick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
One would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street.
Things have been a lot better since...
Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome
Rex,
ranger
this is your new
was about
master.
to meet his
Protect
death.
him as you would
About
me.
to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a
Something on your mind?
barely ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron
Dachshund.
on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip.
Another
Big iron
human.
on his
What was
hip.
enough?
I assume this is about something important? It's neural degradation. I haven't left Jacobstown in years. Aside from her,
By order of Kai's...
Play it again,
I'll wait.
my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross. I wish I could hear the prophet.
I was always a fool for my Johnny. For the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you.
The mechanical dog you have with you.
What if you're cruel? You can be kind.
Oh? Such things are common in Denver. But I didn't know that other cities had them as well. I ask because Kaisar once had a similar pet, but it was lost during a battle.
Like my Johnny.
Yeah?
Like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Lupa. Cyberdog? Like the ones I've seen up in Denver? I know what you're talking about. And it would make Lupa immortal, in a way. Not too common, but you still see him around. You give Lupa a worthy death in the arena, and her brain is yours. Oh, and standard arena rules still apply. All right.
Like my Johnny. Like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
I wish I could hear the profligates weeping.
What? Yeah.
The women of New Vegas.
Later.
A lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. And now the news.
Got a problem. Could use your help.
Formally sworn in as sheriff today, RNV
Guess I
reporters
can't say for sure if they're NCR.
sheriff addressed the crowd.
You're human. I'm not asking you to kill them. Thanks.
Call for law and order in the fine town of Era. Token not found.
In other news, food shortages and mass starvation are plaguing Freeside and the Strip in the wake of a sharp reduction.
Our business is with the Muti. We're still owed half.
Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Something on your mind? Damn it.
Wish the Muties would make a move. Getting sick of waiting.
What the hell?
Not the outcome I was hoping for with the Mercs. Had hoped to start reaching out to NCR.
Again, you interrupt me. Very well. Let's take a look. Exceptional. If you want me to transplant this brain, have a seat. Again, you interrupt me. You must have something important in mind. Help me get my research to a stage where I can hand it over to my assistant, Calamity. The Nightkin have varying I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype. I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back. Lily might be interested.
Welcome, Sir Orman.
You're back.
If you're down on your luck and need some caps, thanks. Pleasure doing business.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. We've got some news for you coming right up. According to a new report, violent
What's up?
crime is on a sharp decline in New Vegas. The report credits the decline of the population of fiends in the area. In possibly related news, local camp dealers report an overall decrease in their standard of living. One more story for you. Strange rumors from across the river indicate a secret underground robot army has been destroyed before anyone
Jimmy!
can use it. Dang it, I could have used one of those. And that's the news. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Sleep, go to sleep. Just lay down your weary head. Dream, sweetly dream. Dream about tomorrow instead. Sleep, go to sleep. Whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream, swinging with the melody. Why don't you go and take it slow? And don't you know? Listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by. Whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream. Swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go? And don't you know? All your lovely dreams will come true. So just close your eyes. Listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep. The world When you say I love you, it's a sin to tell a lie. Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey. Oh, you got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. Whole lot of folks' heart is done and broken.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Just over a whole lot of foolish words that's been spoken.
More importantly, this explains why my research into this... There's only one avenue left for...
I love you. If you break my heart,
My word.
I'll die. So be sure
Of course, dearie.
it's true. When you say I love you, it's a sin to tell.
The equipment is hooked up and ready. All right, power on the stealth boy, Lily.
Turning it on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you
Interesting.
listening all
Try
day.
thinking aggressive thoughts. now.
It's just
Think about
about time to
smashing
get
a
you
rat
some
trap.
news. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski
How were
lodge
those readings
to the
looking, Calamity?
northwest. If you
Stealth
should
field
find
is
it,
stable and
do not,
scrambling things.
repeat,
The
do
reading says
not
gamma wave
belittle
activity
a
is
super
zero.
mutant for
That
taking the
can't
bunny
possibly be
slope.
right.
One more story for you.
Gamma wave activity is
NCR Correctional
zero.
Facility is now under prisoner control following a
Must be a result
successful
of
riot.
interference.
Locals should
All
avoid
right, we're
anyone
done
who
here.
looks like they've
Go ahead
done
and power
time.
the stealth boy down.
You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment.
In
Once
New
I've analyzed
Vegas,
the
we know
results.
the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does
My request is perfectly reasonable.
heartaches by the number.
I knew.
Watch out!
I see you, Shubha.
And no! Come on!
Someone's watching me. I can feel it. Some
Marcus isn't going to be happy about the deaths. This brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. Perhaps Lily might be willing to wear the prototype for a longer duration. Very well.
someone's watching me. I can feel it.
Is there something else I can do for you?
You came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
What's up? A courier, doctor, and a cybernetic dog. After we deal with the whole imminent conquest.
I waited, but you must have lost your way. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
So many staring eyes.
Is there something else I can... I'm intrigued. Oh, you'll need my word from the...
Within my opinion, which I respect, the best
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. He had an equal lack of affection for both. Knowledge is power. He simply solved riddles because they existed. I'm sure Henry has goals. He was just more concerned with the how than the why of things. I guess I'm lucky that I'm part of the followers. Helping people as a doctor is important. It feels like we're working towards something more important.
Pulled off the front line as part of a campaign to secure existing NCR territory, according to anonymous sources. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination. And especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
I'll wait. By order of...
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned Legatus Lanius draws near. The profligate days
got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far
You're slow.
from wrong.
Good.
Lupa met an honorable death in the arena.
You must enter Kaisar's tent alone. Anyone
Okay.
else must remain outside.
Kaisar sleeps, but doesn't awaken. I fear it is only a matter of days before death claims him. You will answer to me until such a time as Kaisar is able to resume leadership. Legate Lanius will take Kaisar's place at the head of the Legion. The Legate is a fine warrior, and the Legion will do well under his command. Kaisar has taught us that over-reliance on firearms, unlike an NCR trooper,
I didn't think anyone could kill an NCR Ranger.
Was there more for us to discuss?
In single combat.
yes. Do you have...
What a load of Brahmin shit! Of course, Caesar! You can hardly even hold his men responsible, given how they're practically raised to worship him as a living deity. What's the point of surviving the war? Why did the founders of the followers crawl their way out of vaults to bring knowledge back to the wasteland? So we could act like the last 2,000 years didn't happen? No way is he getting away with this. I'm not letting it happen.
Gang known as the Kings,
I didn't think
and
anyone
the
could
large
kill an
number of
NCR.
NCR
Lead the
squatters
way.
seeking refuge there.
You must enter Kaisar.
The Kings who would only identify himself as the King voiced
Okay.
his displeasure, calling
Lead the way.
NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. Also, A big congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Golf. Go get 'em, guys. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong. Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world, love. Ain't that a kick in the head? Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
Someone finally put... Glad to see you made it here all right. Well now, an opportunity for payback after all these years. Johnson won't go along with it, though. He actually likes the NCR.
My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning.
No, I'm afraid.
This is just the beginning.
I stopped being Johnson's officer a long time ago. He won't turn on us, but he's a good shot, and I'd hate to do this without him. Since Johnson won't be needing his power armor, I've decided to let you have it. You'll need training in how to use it. Put down that sick motor...
You got the survivors of the Enclave back together so you could convince them to help Caesar? What are you thinking? Do you want to see Vegas turned into the new slave capital of the West? Great. You're either unimaginably cruel or profoundly insane. Either way, I'm not going to wait around for you to help the Legion roll across Hoover Dam. Bye.
The show within my opinion, which I respect.
Good riddance.
The best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong. This just in. Residents report briefly seeing a column of heavenly light coming out of the sky. Apocalypse predictors haven't been this excited since the war.
Why don't you make like Odysseus?
Also in the headlines, residents of Novak were treated to a surprise light show when Helios 1 unexpectedly began firing lasers. No word yet on the damage. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were spoken. I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie.
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, and they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never left.
Those fiends. Glad to see you made it here all right.
As I go right
Junkies over at Bolt.
You got the survivors of...
You've been taking some hits. I say
Since
kill
Johnson
them all.
won't become...
By order of Kai. I'll wait.
I got spurs that jingle,
I got spurs that jingle, jangle,
as I go riding merrily along. Oh, ain't you glad
And they
you're
sing,
single?
oh, ain't you glad
And
you're
that
single?
song ain't so very far
And that
from wrong.
song ain't
So very far from wrong.
Lupa met an honorable death in the war.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening.
You must enter Kaiser.
Got news for you. Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp Aaron in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. Also, merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners in crime.
I thank you for saving my life. You're a warrior and a healer, a rare combination. I trust this payment is adequate compensation for your troubles. The time for battle will soon be upon us. Legatus Linnaeus draws nigh. When he arrives, my legion will assault Hoover Dam. In the meantime, the profligates have prepared a welcome gift for us.
Irresistible force such as you.
I don't have to explain the reasoning behind my commands. I just give them. That said, every once in a while I hear something so ignorant I have to respond. This is one of those times. The profligates' morale is in the shitter. They've occupied the Mojave for years, getting picked off one by one. They were told it'd be easy. They keep being told that victory is right around the corner, that Vegas will roll over, become the sixth state of their little union. It's President Kimball who's been telling them that. When he dies, the enormity of his lies will come crashing down, the punchline to a bad joke. That's what I like to hear. One of my frumentaria set up camp near Hoover Dam. His name is Cato Hostilius. Go to him.
Who knows what the fates have in store from their vast, mysterious sky. I'll try hard.
Caesar was right to put his trust in you.
Ignoring those lips I adore. But how long
I'm pleased that you were able to cure Caesar's malady, though the legate is a fine leader.
I didn't think anyone could kill an NCR ranger in single combat.
Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? And now the news. Eyewitnesses outside Camp McCarran are reporting a large explosion near its monorail station. The NCR is denying the incident. One more story for you. The influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong.
True to Caesar.
Got some Dean Martin coming up.
I'll wait.
Talking about the greatest feeling in the world, love. Ain't that a kick in the head? Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I just wanna keep
You'll
grinning. If
Get moving,
this is
profligate.
just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine
It is the armor.
to spread. It's just
Go see Decanus Severus when you have tags, in that case.
tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
True to Kaiser. I'll wait. Name your...
Once said, ain't that a kick in
What of
the
it?
head?
What do you want to trade? Dynamite? Watch it.
Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king size bed. I couldn't feel any better. We'll be wed. She's picked out a king size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick. Oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick. Ain't love a kick? Over here.
And we're back. This is Mr. Vegas, and I feel something magic in the air prisoner is armed and dangerous, and may be dressed as an NCR trooper. Also, traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. This program was brought to you by Gamora. Gamora. It'll be our secret. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Hey, it's about time you showed up. I was starting to get lonely out here by myself. So you're the big shot that Caesar put in charge of this mission. Once we get started, we're going to be on a tight schedule. Good. Now Kimball is scheduled to give his speech tomorrow. We'll rest here tonight and talk over the plan first thing in the morning. Get some sleep. Rise and shine. So, do you have a plan for how you're going to kill Kimball? You better start thinking about it soon. I do have some information that could help. I've been spying in the dam for quite a while now. I've gathered quite a bit of information from various sources. Suggestions, huh? I'd suggest you play to your strengths. There's probably plenty of ways to kill Kimball. Just find one that works best for you. We'll have a few hours before he arrives. You should look around and see if you can find him. Just be careful. You don't want to cause a scene before Kimball even shows up. I've been able to get some basic information on the schedule for Kimball's visit. The President is scheduled to arrive sometime in the afternoon. It's going to be a short visit to boost morale for the NC. He's going to arrive, give a speech, and then leave. No meet and greet, no questions. They're probably afraid something is going to happen. I wasn't able to find a final itinerary for his visit, but if you can find one, you can get more details on what's going to happen. Security is going to be tight. Rangers are stationed all around the observation deck where Kimball is going to give his speech. Security is led by a Ranger Grant. He's a pretty rough guy who's seen a lot of combat. The crowd consists of troopers and a few select civilians who were lucky enough to bribe their way in. They shouldn't cause much trouble for you. Finally, there's the additional security that Kimball will be bringing with him. I wasn't able to find out much on that. If I had more time in their computers, I could have accessed the full duty roster and guard deployment. Maybe you'll have better luck. I have some disguises for us. I've already got mine. A wealthy Brahmin baron who bribed his way into seeing the president. As for you, I have an NCR trooper uniform that I acquired. It'll fool most of the troopers and civilians. Well, I have a bomb here that can be put on the vertibird that will detonate at a certain altitude. But it's a little unstable and dangerous. Here you go. Put it to good use. You're the boss. I'll be in the crowd. Do whatever you need to do. Here's your disguise. This will get you past most of the NCR there. I'll meet you there.
And the Ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.